Right, so it's the morning after Arsenal's Champions Cup win over Corinthians. So, what was learnt from that match, and not just the match, but the tournament as a whole? Well, firstly, Arsenal winning that tournament, so as I was saying, firstly, Arsenal winning that tournament shows that European clubs will take this tournament seriously. I remember in the men's old 17 tournament, European clubs didn't really take that tournament seriously, but that all changed when AC Milan won it in 2007. Since then, it's been European clubs winning it, with the exception of 2012, where Chelsea lost that final to Brazilian club Corinthians. But yeah, Arsenal winning it shows that European clubs will take that tournament seriously. Secondly, one thing I like is that the tournament was hosted in England rather than, say, the tournament taking place in, I don't know, Japan or Morocco or the Middle East. I like that the tournament took place in England because it was easier, let me get it out properly, for Arsenal, because they didn't have to travel anywhere. Like, if you remember the old 17 Club World Cup, a Barcelona or a Real Madrid or a PSG or a Manchester United, they'd have to travel to, I don't know, a Japan or a Morocco or the Middle East to partake in that tournament. And hang on a minute. Yeah, I just needed to cross the road. But what was I saying? Yes, the host nation. Yeah, I liked that it was held in England rather than, say, Japan or Morocco, because for teams to travel that far during the thick of the European season just wouldn't have made any sense. Yet that was the case at the old 17 tournament. Another thing, could that tournament have taken place in the summer? Now, that tournament being staged in a summer of an even-numbered year, say this summer, that would have been unrealistic, as that would have been the World Cup, as that's World Cup time. Could it have been held in another summer, say a leap year? Probably not, because that's when the Olympics is. So yeah, I think, thinking about it though, it's a bit like looking to stage that tournament must have been very difficult. For me, it was a bit like square pegs, round holes as to when to stage that tournament. I think January was probably the best time to stage that tournament, even though it's during the European season. I mean, when else could that tournament have been staged? You can't stage it this summer, as that's for the World Cup, and nor could it be staged next summer, because that's the Women's World Cup, and nor could it have been staged in a summer of a leap year, because that's the Euros and the Olympics. So yeah, that's that's when that tournament was best to have been staged, but that's just my take. Okay, couple more points. Now that Arsenal are world champions, will they take other tournaments with the same seriousness? And by that, I mean, will they take the FA Cup with the same seriousness? Now, the FA Cup is a trophy Arsenal haven't won since 2016, and they're currently both European and world champions. But will they take the FA Cup seriously? Or will they look at the FA Cup as like, oh, we don't need to win that tournament because we have bigger fish to fry now? But I'd like to know your thoughts. Also, to end this video, Arsenal are the first club, either men's or women's, to win a trophy at the Emirates. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the Emirates Cup doesn't count. I'm not having that. Yeah. Arsenal are the first club, either men's or women's, to win a trophy at the Emirates.